bonjour, good morning, assalamu alaikum, mambo vipi from wherever you are around the globe. This is Asad. Welcome back to Asad Experience YouTube channel. I'm giving you, or rather greeting you, coming from the city known as Francistown in the country of Botswana, yes. What you see behind me, this is the Attorney General chamber. That's why you see me freaking. And something that you don't know, behind me, this is the central police station. It's made into glasses. Can you believe? Look at this police station. So what I'm trying to say is this city was found in 1897, and it was made, or rather incorporated, as the city of Botswana in 1997. So 10 years later, this city is surrounded by the old mines. The city known as one of the producers of the golds in Africa. You know, they say it was like a central capital city of South Africa way back, where they used to get their golds, you know. So its population is not that much. It's from 103 to 147,000. So, and another thing, how big it is 94 kilometers. Sorry, 74 kilometers. It's not that big, you know. So, look, something very interesting, like the police, man. Look at the vehicles they drive, jeeps and everything. So, here is something I want you to learn about this city. The capital city of this country is known as Gaborone, which they call it Gebs. And what they know about it, I guess that's the largest city, because this is the second largest city in Botswana. This city is known for producing beautiful women and golds around Botswana, you know. Touring around, let me tell you, one of the host of mine is one of the richest people in this city I am in, and I was trying to talk to him about the living costs in this country of Botswana, and he told me that right now it's becoming very hard for someone to survive in Botswana, because the living is high. Despite that, the currency of this country, I guess so far out of the countries that I've been to, is the most expensive currency I've ever met. Once I thought kwacha and rands was a bit powerful. It was the time that I didn't realize about Botswana. They use money called Pula. Actually, let me give you an example of where I come from. I come from Kenya, and we use Kenyan shillings. Our currency is shilling, and here it's Pula. So in order to get 200 Pula, 200 Pula, you need to have 2,000 Kenyan shillings. Imagine it, times 10, you know. So it's something which I'm not used to, you know. It's harder to survive for me here, you know. If I try to ask for someone, hey bro, niaje, send me supper, you know, it's gonna be hard, because they can't afford some money to send here. Because even if you have around 500 maybe, or 1,000, if you wanna try to send it here, you're gonna be told your credit is insufficient, you know. So I'm trying to look for the light, you know. My phone really does wonders. So the food which is mostly available in this city, I really don't know, and I didn't get a chance to have someone who can explain to me this. Since from the border up to here I am, this is my third day in Francistown. My third day. I've been eating chicken throughout. Like whenever you go, you just find chicken outside, and they cook it very deliciously, you know. But that's the most common food I see here, and it's something called in Swahili we say ugali, and in Zambia they say nshima, and mostly even in Zimbabwe, but here they call it saza. Saza, let me tell you something that you don't know about that. Saza, in this city there are two languages, right? Mostly the most famous languages. They have Kalanga, and they have Chi 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 Chi. How is it? Like there's this language spoken in Zimbabwe, Chishona, and there is this language called Chiswana, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Chiswana. So when you hear in Francistown, what I was told, mostly the most famous language, it's Chwana, but mostly there are a lot of Bakalanga tribe, which is the origin of this city, you know. But when you go to Gibbs, it's a straight Chwana because it's in Botswana. So mostly there are a lot of Zimbabweans who live in this country, you know. Maybe they come here a long time ago. I really don't know their relationship, because I just saw even some who enters this country without passports. Despite that, I have a friend who is a filmmaker from abroad who told me that they tried to apply for the visa and they were rejected. And man, the way the officers were talking to them was a little bit harsh, you know. So maybe the immigration should consider some things, because this country has a lot to offer people that people should learn about, you know. So working in this city, as I told you, Francistown Division Commander, you thought I was lying to you? That was a police station I was working around. So in front of me, back behind, that's where there is, when you go this side, it's where the tourism board offices are. So whenever you arrive here, in case you want to do something that concerns tourism, you're going to have to visit this office and go this side. And man, there are roads. I can't imagine. I'm gonna display some of the pictures which were taken during the night about the roads and the flyover about the city, you know. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy looking at this. It's really interesting and amazing city. I guess most underrated city I've ever seen. So after arriving here, actually I did a vlog. I mean, it was like I didn't know anything about this city, you know. I just did a vlog as a new city that I'm in, but trust me, it was not worth it, you know. I got to know a lot about this place. So this city is named after the man called was from the tribe of Bakalanga, if I'm not wrong, of what I heard, which he was called Francis. I really can't tell the other name. I forgot it. And the other thing that you should know about this place is about their weather. Right now I'm here, it's a summertime, and it's really hot at a point. The degrees goes at 41, 40, 41, 39. It's very, very hot. At a point, like yesterday I was walking, like I started having a severe headache. At a point I couldn't continue doing what I was doing. I went straight to sleep, you know. And another thing, apart from being hot, they say like when it's a winter time, it's very dusty. Look, you see like their soil, how it looks like takeaway foods. Those are the plates. So it's really dust around. And they have one complaint, like other countries. Employment is really hard in this country. Very, very hard. But people are really patriotic. Look, even just behind me, see? That's the flag of Botswana. Like everywhere there is flags. People love their country. And another thing that you should know, don't expect that despite that this city education is like free, because when you go to the university you get allowances every month. You are paid to be a student. But the funny thing about here is to find people who speak fluent English is very hard. Actually, the first guy who I was sharing my apartment with, he doesn't understand English. Like, we were struggling to communicate, saying, you see that, like just one point. The fun fact, maybe I just came to find out, before I started traveling, there are some countries that in my head I thought like they speak English, like Zimbabwe, Zambia, because we didn't know their languages, another country, let's say, here in Botswana too, maybe even in South Africa. But the funny thing, they are like 80% of the people who doesn't speak English, they speak their language. So that language is famous at a point, like it's spoken by anyone can understand it. Different from Kenya, maybe. In Kenya we don't have our own language, man. Maybe it's English and Swahili, but even that Swahili is hard for some people, where we speak Sheng, and English at least everyone can speak it in a way, let me say so, but we don't have a tribal language which can like bring together everyone to speak it. So can you see the roads behind me? Like, this city has a lot to show you, like how it's well developed, but man, I can't really tour the whole town. It's gonna take like a 5 hours vlog, because I'm gonna have to comment about anything I'll see. So this is like where you can come and buy your breakfast. See, they have guys something. So by the way, whoever visits this side, there are a lot of supermarkets, but I'm gonna have to recommend one. They have not paid me to promote anything, but I bet it's called I'm gonna write it down there. I can't really recall, but their prices, man, it's very friendly for a visitor, anyone who's visiting. So I'm gonna head to town and try to explore some few things, and then so inside this city, something that I usually not to be surprised of is like this is called China shop. Like, don't be surprised to see like Chinese or other, like mostly it's Chinese. They open their shops like normal people, like they sell like normal people, Let me show you, for example. You see from the other side, that's a Chinese guy, like working like a normal civilian, and that's what maybe many citizens complain about, like the Chinese have taken over their city, I'm not here to talk about anything like, but look at even the name, City Jiangning, Huangdong, GP shop, like China shop, like something like displaying the let's say like their names, writing it. But at least here, because in Zambia it's another case, because they write it in their own language, which I was really wondering, how do the government allow that? But here they just turn it to English pronunciation and just write it, What you see here, this is the street of the Ross Street of Francistown. So you see what I told you about, like Mukuru is also working here, like in Zimbabwe, Zambia, and here. Like it can help you transfer money to these countries you see there displayed. So that's the best thing about this app called Mukuru. So this is the city, you know, Maizaka, Moscow money. This the kind of mobile, sorry, the SIM card I'm using. And people just live a free life here. That's what I noticed. Like free, open-minded, ATMs everywhere. Different from maybe my previous country, Zimbabwe, like the way it was. It's very different from here. It's like this is a shop of an Indian guy. This is a post office. And CBC, oh sorry, CB. What I was telling you about. Here, food trucks is normal, like in the US, you know. People do food truck where you can take. It's not even easy to find the street food. Maybe they believe everyone here has money because, as you heard from my segment of how to find a job in Francistown, many people say that the minimum pay here is from $100 to $120, which the house you're gonna pay almost $60 and get left with like $40. You see, street lights everywhere. Like, sorry, the how do we call it? It's called sorry, traffic lights. I was confused because this guy is like looking at me like, why are you recording? They're carrying money entering the bank. Okay. Do you see what I see in front of me? This is the Road Street of Francistown. You know? I don't know which place or is this place. I'm gonna have to ask someone. Okay. Let me find a local. Someone is wearing a t-shirt of Botswana here. Maybe he knows about it. See people, like a free country where people just walk around. Beautiful people. Chinaman shop. That's what I told you. I really can't zoom, but in front of me there, you see there is a Chinaman shop. Like they just embrace it. Hello, how is it? May I ask you, like, what's this building? A railway station. Oh wow. Thank you so much. They use it to go where? But there's no train. No more trains. Oh, to Gaborone. Oh, it's used to transfer people from the town to another town. But for now it's for its own. Oh, okay. Zimbabwe, Botswana, and then so. How expensive was it? Like from here to Gaborone? No, it wasn't. How much, maybe? Like how much? 85 bucks? Oh, Pula. Yeah, that was really cheap because right now using a bus it's like almost 200 Pula. Oh wow! Thank you so much for the information. Okay. So as you heard, This was it wasn't. It is a rail station. You know, you can see even there from the other side the subways. So people around are so interesting, man. So the clothes. Another thing that I should tell you about, like things here are very expensive compared to the countries maybe I've traveled to or where I come from. Because, for example, if you have seen the t-shirt I'm wearing, I did my research and it costs around 60 Pula. And here I went to a shop, see, Jingyu Wang Trading P Limited, like Chinese shop everywhere, you know. So maybe it's very easy to get a job to be employed, you know. Trade View, Francistown. So I asked the people around, see the trend we are talking about. There is, and there is something that I recorded. Its head was going to the other side. See, Chinese is in every car. Rainbow International. That's how people are. Yeah. So another thing. Oh, sorry, I have to finish fast. Like I bought this T-shirt at 60 Pula maybe from Tanzania, but when I entered the shop here, it costs around 340 Pula. That's a lot of money in Kenyan shillings. Yeah, see, beautiful ladies around. So I'm gonna have to buy airtime. While topping up airtime in this series, you don't need like to start with the star and everything. You just have to compose 12103 and then continue with the digits. I've never seen a country which operates like that. I don't know where I'm going, but what I'm sure and prayed about, I can't get lost. I was true afraid of copyright maybe. I didn't want some copyrights about these songs, but I just remembered mostly they are locals. Maybe this is like a Dube one. So this is the stationary services way it's done. It's like that. That price, you know. This is how business is done in Francistown. In terms of traditional, nothing much far from Burundi. Like the wearing from Zambia, but Zimbabwe, and here Botswana, that's the similar thing I saw. Ankara is really the only thing, which is the most important, even if ladies don't wear them. Surf. Wow, everything here is expensive. 120 Pula, but people from here are used to it, so they no longer complain. This is the Ankara things I told you about. No. You know, South End. Yeah, sure. One thing that I didn't tell you, this series located in the east east of Botswana, if not west, but it's east. You know, look at that side. I don't know which building. Century Office Supplies. They have some of the best architects. You know, this is where I met the photographers and videographers. You know, Nalendi. It's a shopping complex, I guess, from this side. Yeah. One of the free city. You can tell. Okay. And this side. I told you in terms of beauty, This spot is what you need. Beautiful ladies. This is how it looks like. Then people really drive, man. Even young boys, they all have vehicles. It's music all the way. This is another complex. So going this side, it takes you straight to main stage, which I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna have to use this side and challenge myself, where I haven't passed so far. This is called Haskins Street, where I was passing through. See how this country is developed, man. Sorry, this city, because of course it's a country. Because a city can't do this without, and it's not even the capital city. So this can tell you how serious these individuals are. No? So where we are coming from is like an uptown. Actually, where I sleep is a military camp. Yeah, it's a place for those people, official governments. Man, see that? So here you go. Look at the buildings, bro. The architect. It's on another level. Yes. How is it? You good? These are how businesses of clothes are done here. This is Pula House. I really don't know if it's monetary or something, Look at how it's built. There we go, the chicken in. People really eat expensive food, man. Like the other place I was visiting, the food which in the street costs 30 Pula, they sell it at 234 Pula. And people really go to that of 234. See? Look at how beautiful this city is. It's really amazing. Can't miss this legumes everywhere. How is it? May I? Okay, let me ask lady. I'm a more local. Swazi Mall. Swazi Mall. One of their malls. Let me ask around this local here. This country Mercedes are everywhere. Hello, how is it?
Hello.
May I ask you something?
Yeah.
Like this house is named Pula. Is it like a monetary thing or?
Pula.
Yeah. This is how is it's written Pula House. Nse. What does it do? Like what is it for?
It's the government thing.
What's the government thing? You don't know about it? Okay.
It's for government. It's called
Nse
House.
Nse House. Oh, not Pula.
We are looking for what?
Eh?
We are looking for something.
No, not really. I'm trying to tell my audience who are watching about this place.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's known as Nse House.
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to give me directions?
Not really. I'm good. I'm just exploring the town. Yeah. Thank you. So, anyone from Botswana, you can comment in the comment section, please, below. Just to tell us what Nse House is it for. Because, like, it's a free country, man. You just display your business. I really don't know if it's costly, I heard it's very cheap actually. It's not that much. And people really spend. They they earn hard but they really spend. That's what I noticed. Let me buy some airtime. Yes, this city you see. Actually this is a bank. FNB. I'm sure it's a bank. Uh, there's a line actually as usual at any bank. You must find the queue of people maybe. Food truck. I love this place. Hey, you do breakfast?
Yeah.
How much? Oh, let me see. Okay. This is on yummy treats. Cappuccino 18, Milo 12, Joko 8, Pula, French pack.
Hey, Ma.
Mm, smoothies. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, sure. Can I have this milkshake?
The milkshake is not yet ready because you're waiting for the ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's okay. I'll be back with this straight.
No problem.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. So those are the prices. Maybe if you want to have a breakfast in this city. Can you see these buildings? This architect. Mm, City of Gold. This is called the Tote House. It reminds me of the Tote, the the mountain which experienced the volcanoes in Kenya. This is Cresta guest. Actually, can you believe that's a restaurant, not a hotel? This country is full of wonders. Like this is a restaurant, not a hotel. Inside they even have some waterfalls. So this is the most famous um, highway. Is it a highway or I can't call it a highway? I'm sure it is. Look at the vehicles which are drove in this city. And one thing I noticed about this place, even the city council workers, they have their own means of traveling. In Kenya we call them kanjo. They just walk around with the cramped to cramped vehicles. So as you can see here, the Pama is the restaurant. So I assure you, I'm gonna place a picture of this place here. Like it looks really amazing. Look, it's another building. You know, like this is where I'm coming from. I forgot the street name. So this is where you can tell. Look, very amazing, very clean. Like this small city is very clean at a point. Man, I'm even amazed. So I remember this place. So look at the jeeps. When you go straight this way, where you see it's like a roundabout, the vehicles which goes this side, it's where you're gonna find it's where there is a main stage for all vehicles which goes to any country, any other city. That's where how you go. You see the traffic lights. This city is really well developed, so I'm gonna have to go through this one. The way people drive vehicles here, Welcome to the most famous highway. Yeah, I call it a highway. Yeah. Of Francistown, Botswana. Behind me there is a National Development Bank. Look at where I am right now. On the top of the city. See? Have you ever seen that? I saw guys, just pray for me. I buy a drone. I'm gonna be showing movies around, real movies. They even plant flowers in their roads. Damn! This place is really developed, So this is the most used highway, mostly. Look behind me. I'm really in love with Botswana. It's really well developed. You should know about that. And I'm proud, even if they live expensive life. I am really proud of them. It's the winter time, Summer and winter at the same time. The survival here ni lazima. See the architect I was talking about. It's like you are in England. Look at the other side. You're gonna have to be very careful because it may not end well in this highway. So this is where I'm heading. I'm gonna finish this and then go to the other side. We'll see what they have. Yeah, and then I'm gonna show you. I'm recording with my phone actually. If you have not yet subscribed, please hit that button and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be receiving the notification whenever you upload my contents, And wait till I take you to Gaborone, the capital city of this country. And let me wait. I really don't want to judge, Maybe it's gonna be amazing more than this. I guess this is the most underrated city in Africa. This is really clean, man. Look at those architects. I wish I had a drone which I can send to get the aerial view. As I tell you this, let me just be sure this is the downtown of Francistown. Look at how it looks. This is the bank I was telling you about, National Development Bank. In Swahili we say Benki Kuu ya Maendeleo. Benki Kuu Maendeleo ya Taifa. I guess you gotta start learning Swahili too. Slow by slow. Look at how this country is well organized. Even if it's small, something that makes me really wonder is how they manage to put street lights in each and every corner. Looks beautiful, Look at this. Everywhere they are operating. Look at the other side. Those are their vehicles, their houses. And something I noticed about this town too, they don't have tall buildings too. Even if they build not that tall. No police traffic you can see anywhere. They are all controlled by the traffic lights. As I told you, even the city council officers have their vehicles. They don't walk around like in other cities. Everything is just organized here. Okay. Can you see that? I just wanted to come and experience this side, not to get stuck in the main city, you know. I guess here is where they have industries of whatever they do. I don't know, but you can see from far. So that's look. I told you, no police traffic. No traffic police. Everything is just controlled by the system. No? See? This is the downtown business center. This is the kind of business found in the downtown. Can you see that? They have even Mr. Price here, Zano, Zone House. I don't know. There are not much people around here, like not many people. Like the uptown, like it's very chilled and cool. You know? Very amazing. Look at that. It's orange money, where you can come and withdraw your money if you're using an orange SIM card. It's like where I visited yesterday about Mascom. Yeah, that's what's up. Lam game, oh no. This is how here looks. Like everything looks fancy until you ask the price, the prices. You can be in shock. You can't even afford to go to look for food or something to eat, but you're gonna be afraid because if it's all about branding, their country is really branded. White people only. Yeah, yeah, and gonna be sure maybe gonna have to stop by here. But how you see what I see? This is about the development of this city. People are cleaning the city, you know. Let me check the. This is like chicken. It's like the KFC maybe. Which the 28 soul bites, 2 course sweet food, snacks, 28, and that's 38 a burger. Hello. Do you have like a coffee? Oh, okay. Thank you. Just wanted to see inside, and I knew they don't sell a coffee. Some small tricks to get the intel of the city. It's about beautiful ladies. Yeah, my dream car, man. I love Chevrolet, if you didn't know. So I told you, no traffic police. You see some people proud of themselves, big traffic police. In this city, you have no job. No traffic policies, no traffic officers. Look, it's just controlled by the system. People just follow the traffic lights until it allows you. Even if there is no vehicle passing the other side, you're gonna have to wait. But I have seen some who are maybe they are allowed. They just broke the rules, you know. Such kinda people are everywhere. See? Until you are allowed. See? No traffic officers, but people really obey the rules. I'm in love with this city. City. People just wait. No one is controlling them but the system. See? Imagine I just passed in front of the police officers. It's freaking out. I'm gonna have to change my route. So this is the way I'm gonna use. The city center is where we were when we started, and the airport and my own city. They have like over five main big cities in Botswana. Yeah, let me use pedestrian for more safety, you know. Yep. So what you see here, actually the High Court is here. Yes. One of the buildings here, BBS, Office of the Ombudsman, BBS. You see those buildings? Actually, whenever you Google about Francistown, these are the kind of buildings they're gonna show you, the famous places, you know. So High Court is here. When I was starting my vlog, if you saw it, I was at the attorney officer, Bank of Botswana is here too. Man, I'm blocked now. You can't see inside. And this kind of blocks, man, I don't know what it's made in. You know, it's very strong. You can't see anything inside there. Okay. This is the flyover I was talking about. Is it a flyover or a highway? Highway bridge. It's a highway bridge. It's not a... Where? It's very sunny. Like the degrees now are at almost 38, man. No wonder I'm becoming dark. See? Botswana ambulance. This is where I was. I have just showed you every famous place known in Francistown, Botswana. Oh, if you haven't subscribed, you are a witch. Okay, anyway, so I'm sorry. Just to do it, click that button and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be receiving the notification whenever I upload my contents. Whenever, whichever time, wherever. Let's share the experience. So this is the place I was talking about. So when you go straight, you go into the airport. When you turn right, you go into the main stage of the city center. The city with no traffic officers, no traffic police, you know. People are just controlled by the system. This system is very strong, you know. Other countries, they are big, but they have even these ones, but still they use traffic officers. Even in the US, they have traffic officers. But here, it's a different case, you know. Look. This is the place I was telling you about, where there is a Botswana National Bank. Look at that architect, man. How it looks like. I'm gonna have to see this. This is the Botswana National Bank in Francistown. Bank of Botswana. Can you see that? Yeah. Bank of Botswana. You can see the logo from far. I'm sure that's it. Yeah, and there is a BSS, you know, High Court is there. Hi, how's it? This is how these people are rich. Look at the vehicles, nigga. It's well developed. Look how it looks like. Yeah, the main stage is there. Let me just show you before I continue, maybe to see the airport. According to the light, people are stopped, but I really can't see how it's working. Anyway, I'm gonna have to cross no matter what. So that's the main stage I was talking about. You see? Main bus station of every vehicle. You see? You see that? If you want to go to Gibbs, go back to Zimbabwe, go wherever you want, this is the place, you know. And I can see my friend is working there. And these are the people coming from the airport sides. Wazungus everywhere. You see that? Ripple Capital. Please purchase finance. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Gonna have to get a breakfast. And from there I can know what's next to show you. So guys, this is what I was telling you about. These are kind of the houses found here around, and that's the side of the airport. Maybe if I'll use a plane to go to South Africa, you're gonna see it clearly because I'll have to shoot. But for this vlog, let us end it right here. The other side is a subway. So if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that button and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first person to be receiving the notifications whenever I upload my contents. See you in Gaborone.